My name is Roger Waters. Zionism is a failed ideology. A majority of ordinary people all over the world know that to be true. A majority of Jewish people all over the world know that to be true. Israel is a failed state. Any state that admits it has to commit genocide to survive has already failed. Ordinary people all over the world know this to be true. Well, sumud, steadfast perseverance in resistance to the occupation. We must keep on taking to the streets in our millions. We must keep on raising our voices. Our final goal must be to turn back the clock 100 years to before the stain of Zionism blackened the land. We work towards a free, democratic Palestine from Lebanon in the north to Egypt in the south and from the River Jordan to the sea. The realistic first step to which I refer is uniting for peace. I call upon all world leaders, but especially all the Arab leaders, to, for once, represent the will of your peoples and stand solidly, a vote to authorize the sending of a multinational United Nations peacekeeping force into Gaza and all the other occupied Palestinian territories to stop the Israeli genocide.
For the past 2 years, we've been witnessing a genocide, the deliberate destruction of a people and their land in full view of the world. Every day has brought new evidence, entire families wiped out, people buried under rubble, children shot by snipers or blown to bits, their parents forced to pick up remains of their tiny bodies and put them into plastic bags. And the list goes on and on, with the international community unable or unwilling to stop it. The legal and political systems designed to protect life have failed. International law, the very architecture meant to safeguard our common humanity, has been paralyzed by politics, by double standards, and by men who lack any conscience, who are in power with stockpiles of bombs at their disposal. And laughter, used to describe the use of newer and specialty weapons, asked for, given to, and used on the Palestinian people. In this vacuum of justice, the Gaza Tribunal was born, a moral court created by civil society to document the truth, to preserve evidence, to hold power accountable when official institutions refuse to do so or are unable to do so. I knew almost nothing about Palestine and Israel. I just thought it was a place that was far away, and I was told it was beautiful and that I should visit it. I thought maybe I would one day. But then I started reading and I couldn't look away. The number of Palestinians being killed was absolutely horrifying. There seemed to be no number that would satisfy the Israeli government in their retaliation. And I watched documentaries and I saw with utter horror what was happening in this conflict that we were told was too complicated to understand. I mean, surely this is going to stop. But it didn't stop. I kept going, and I was riddled with grief and panic, because I thought, who am I? Who am I if I stay silent? I wrote on my social feeds, ceasefire. And for that, like hundreds of others to come, I was accused of hate. Friends I'd known for decades suddenly saw me not as a fellow mother, not as a woman begging for the killing to stop, but as someone they believed hated Jews. What kind of conditioning leads someone to erase decades of friendship, knowing me, in just a moment? To believe that empathy for one people must mean hatred of another, or that it even had anything to do with their religion. They were the product of years and years of indoctrination, the belief planted young that everyone was out to get them, that criticism of a state is hatred of a people, and that those who demand justice or liberation are enemies. And that's why I'm here. Because my conscience, our conscience, cannot stop at sympathy. It has to move toward action. And the Gaza Tribunal is that action. It is the organized conscience of civil society, documenting, archiving, and exposing the crimes committed against the people of Gaza, including those that meet the legal definition of genocide. It exists because official systems have failed. It exists because silence, no, it's not an option. And it exists because truth, it must be recorded for the victims, so many victims, for history, and for the future.